your players aren't available today, just sort of what's been the mood of the team after learning about this, and how do you go forward?
I found out about the meeting Monday morning. They met with our administration Monday at 1. I met with with J-May's family Monday at a little after 2 probably. We were scheduled to practice at 3:30 on Monday. Our schedule's been whacked out all week because it's finals. So I immediately told our team at 3:30 in the locker room, told them exactly what I'm telling you guys, and we visited. They shared what they had to share. I shared what I had to share, which is in essence this, and then we practiced. Our kids love J-May. J-May's a really good kid. He's fun to be around. He did really good academically. The grades haven't been posted yet, but I think he was growing, and I'm not trying to turn it into it's Buzz Williams against Tim Mayman. I don't have anything against Tim Mayman. That he believed in his heart that this wasn't the right place, and if you're going to work every day, and it is going to be a grind, then you have to have both feet in, and that includes your heart, and that's it.
How do you move forward with the 9 scholarship players you have left starting the Big East?
The same way we were doing it when Junior was healthy, when Chris was healthy, when J-May was on the team. I don't think that you change in your core what you believe to be right. It means that everybody has to step up just a little bit more, and that probably includes me and our staff more so than it does our players, finding the best way to utilize them. But relative to our core things that we want to accomplish and the core things that we want to do on and off the floor, doesn't change anything.
Is this an opportunity for Fultz and Eric Williams?
It's an opportunity for everybody. Joe needs to play more. Eric needs to play more. Yus needs to play more. But as it plays itself out, everybody's got to play more. You can look at all the teams in our league if you want to talk about the Big East and who's playing the most number of guys and who's playing the least number of guys, and some of that there's some variance in that because of their opponent or because of what's going on. But I think once the Big East season begins, the 8 guys they'll play, or the 7 guys they'll play, or the 9 guys they'll play, that'll begin to have a little bit of a rhythm to it. And I think that we had adjusted to Junior prior to practice. We adjusted on the fly in Orlando without Chris, and now we have to adjust over the next 10 or 12 days without J-May.
Is this decision a little bit tougher for you to take personally, taking the basketball out of it? He was your first in-state recruit, a pretty highly decorated prep player in the state. It seemed like you had a good relationship with him as you recruited him and as you coached him here. Is it tough for you on a personal level to see a guy like that leave?
Yeah, I want everybody to be as good as they can be, and I remember when I took the job, we had 3 scholarships open, and I remember all that you asked in that question, and you know me well enough to know, I could literally verbatim tell you the deal. We signed Jimmy. Everybody's like, who is this? Oh, it's Joe's teammate. And everybody thought Joe was the stud and Jimmy was the bring him along guy. And then Eric Williams had committed when Coach Green was the head coach. And so, is he going to stay committed? And then he stayed committed. And now, why isn't he playing? Buzz, that was your guy and you're not playing him. I understand. He is my guy, and he's not playing, but he's still my guy, And then J-May, I had never seen J-May, and I met J-May and his family. They came on campus 2 weeks after I got the job. And so, even though you're a coach, that doesn't mean that you're not a human. And I know that I try to act tough, and in some ways I am tough. But as a human being, I really love people. And I mean this in the right way. I think that's part of the reason why God put me here. And I love every one of those kids on our team, and that includes Jerron Mayman. And even though all that has transpired, and I can't speak specifically about recruits that didn't make it or whatever, I have an attachment to those guys because I built a trustful relationship with them. And so when things don't work out, I'm not concerned about what you say or anybody else would say. I'm concerned about my relationship with them. I talk to Pat Hazel every week. Pat Hazel was here 2 weeks ago. In the locker room, that's my guy. And you've been to practice, and you would not, if you only watch practice, perceive him to be my guy. But he's my guy. And wherever J-May goes, I literally wish him nothing but the best, and he'll still be my guy. And I think he'll still be friends with our players.
In that same vein, there's no secret the relationship that he has with Vanderbilt, someone who did work out, who is coming to market next year. What kind of conversations can you tell us that you've had with Vander and his family?
I talk to those guys every day. Same way I do Reggie and Mello, and same way I did J-May and all those guys that were in the first recruiting class. I did not recruit Vander and his family based on my relationship with Jerron Mayman, because I think that, and I think I told Todd this, I think that puts me in a negative position with Vander and J-May. We built a relationship as a staff with Vander Blue and with his family based exclusively on Vander Blue and his family, because he is Rita Blue's son. And so nothing against Jerron Mayman, but that's God's gift to Rita Blue. And so our relationship has to be specific to each one of those guys. So they're disappointed that it didn't work out, but they understand, and that doesn't have anything to do with whether Vander's coming here. I can understand the connection, but no, it doesn't change.
It sounds like the ship is definitely sailed with Jerron, but I got to ask this anyway. Is there any chance that there could be a possible reconciliation, or him reconsidering his stance, or have you guys both, you're 100% you guys are going to move in opposite ways?
Yeah, I don't think that there was an opportunity for that. I visited with him on Monday afternoon, and I haven't heard from him since, and I'm not mad about that. But they told me how they felt on Monday, and they asked for a release, and I said, well, you can get your release as soon as the semester is over. And so that's the end of it.
This was billed as unhappy.
I really don't think he was. The way he was always Jerron, the Jerron that we knew, always joking around, being a kid, because that's what we all are. And to me, it seemed like he was having fun. I had no idea.
When was the last time you talked to him?
I actually talked to him yesterday morning before my final. I called him in the elevator. We had the conversation that we'd always had, as if nothing changed. And then that was the last time I seen him or heard of him. Went our different ways to our final.
Did anybody on the team try to talk him out of it?
Nobody really knew. After we found out it had already happened, it was already done. So I don't think anybody really got a chance to sit down with J-May and tell him, man, don't do it. This is where you belong.
How tough is it to lose another guy, whether it's injury or defection?
It's real tough because it puts a lot of the load on everybody else. Everybody got to pick up his slack and what he brought to the team. There's definitely no margin for error. And so everybody has to hit the ceiling every possession, every play, and every minute of every game.
Is it a distraction for you guys, Jimmy? And is it something that you guys are just going to have to overcome?
We just got to overcome it. We got to put it behind us and still play the way we play, still do what we do every day. Of course, it hurts because he was one of us. He was part of the team. Now he's not here. Yeah, he's on everybody's mind, and he's always going to be at heart. We wish the best for him, but it kind of hurts the way he just left us right there.
Will it be good to get back on the court on Saturday? Because it's been a long week anyway with everything going on and this.
It'll be real good, just to see how we respond. With J-May not being there, just to see who's going to step up and take his minutes and everything like that, and who's going to crash the boards like he did.